Bob Luce here at the International Amphitheater for the Hall of Fame Classics. We have a great one here, June 4th, 1971. It's Raschke and Schmidt versus Yukon Cholak and Wilbur Snyder. Yukon Cholak, friends. There he is signing autographs, 6'5" tall, 360 pounds from Moosehead, Maine. And what a terrific athlete Yukon Moose is. On the other side of Moose, you can see Wilbur Snyder. 6'4", 240. A great football star from his early youth. First to stand out of Van Nuys, California. Later at the University of Utah. And then later on in the NFL in the Los Angeles Rams system. Played in Canada with the Edmonton Eskimos. And let me tell you, he's rough and tough. There's Yukon giving the victory sign even before we've started this match. And there's the Teuton Terror, Hans Schmidt, the great Hans Schmidt. Let me tell you, in 1953, over the Dumont Network on WGN Wrestling, interviewing from the Marigold Arena with Jack Brickhouse, Schmidt declared, "I do not believe in sportsmanship." The following week, WGN and Chicago promoter Fred Kolar was bombarded with hundreds of calls and letters denouncing the statement. As a fact, Cholak went on the next 2 years to garner over $2 million in attendance fees, over 153 matches. A rough, tough guy. And here he is teamed up with the young Baron Raschke, the Beast of Berlin. Tough and rough. Look at Hans Schmidt, the Teuton Terror. Once he lost his temper, tore the steering wheel right off his beautiful new Thunderbird. Tore it right out of the roots there in the front of Marigold Arena after having an altercation with a fan and losing his temper. Teuton Terror of wrestling. Here's Baron von Raschke. This is 1971. Baron von Raschke, big, rough and tough wrestler. And he'd made a big hit in Chicago, winning all of his matches in 1970. And now in here with the Teuton Terror, Hans Schmidt as his partner. This is a key match for Baron von Raschke. Wilbur Snyder giving him all he can take here at the International Amphitheater. A great crowd on hand, fans, and you're there right here for this great matchup. And what were you doing this night in 1971? A lot of you fans looking in. Escape from the Planet of the Apes was playing at the State Lake Theater on this same night. Hey, I want to tell you, that's a great one. The Rex Mays Classic was going to happen tomorrow at the Milwaukee State Fair Park. A.J. Foyt, Peter Revson driving there. The Cubs were in fourth place, 7.5 out, 25 and 27. Sox were in last place on June 4th, 1971. 12.5 games back. Where were you June 4th, 1971? Well, I was right here at the International Amphitheater at ringside watching this great match between Yukon Cholak and Wilbur Snyder and the Teuton Terror, Hans Schmidt, and Baron von Raschke, the Beast of Berlin. You can see there Baron von Raschke is a big, rough, tough boy. Raschke weighing in at almost 275 pounds, and he's rough. I want to tell you, Raschke is rough. This was a great tag team here, Schmidt and Raschke. They toured the country as a tag team, winning most of their matches. This night in Chicago, of course, they're having a rough time with Big Yukon Moose Cholak, and there Snyder has the Cobra twist on Hans Schmidt. Looks like that's the finish for Hans. Mike Figueroa, the referee, moving in, asking Hans, do you give up? Hans has that grimace on his face. Wait, they're ringing the bell, I think. Yes, that's right. Wilbur Snyder has taken the fall here. Right, Wilbur Snyder has taken the first fall. Yukon Cholak, look at their shaking hands. Yukon Cholak and Wilbur Snyder, winners of the first fall at the International Amphitheater, June 4th, 1971. Let me tell you, fans, it was a night to remember. Hey, we're getting ready for the second fall, And I want to tell you, Hans Schmidt is trying to, referee's asking, what's your name? How many fingers do I have in front of me? And Schmidt is just yelling and screaming. Look, watch, Mike Figueroa is not the tallest guy in the world. Watch yourself, Mike. And now, wait, the referee is trying to move in because all of a sudden now they're double-teaming Yukon Cholak as the second fall gets underway at the amphitheater. Hans Schmidt is happy about it. Look at, waving his fist to the crowd. We're going to give you that now. You come to see these pretty boys win, but they're not going to win. Let me tell you, Hans Schmidt, the Teuton Terror, rough, tough guy. I remember back in the 50s when Yukon, when our good friend there tried to get an interview with one of the great magazines, and the writer was insulted by Hans Schmidt, and that was the end of the article. Never appeared in the magazine. The Teuton Terror. Let me tell you, very uncooperative, rough and tough, bad temper. And we're coming down. We have about a minute left in these highlights, fans, and you're at the amphitheater. It's June the 4th, and they're really slugging and rapping on. The big Hans Schmidt. Hans Schmidt taking punishment here. Let me tell you, Yukon Moose Cholak, a fleet boxing champion. Let me tell you, all Navy. He won the Golden Gloves boxing title in San Francisco, so he's punching hard, let me tell you, because he's rough. Whoa! Cholak just took a smash. He just took a smash and went down, and he was pinned here. And Cholak really took a fast one there, and that was really a surprising move on the part of the great Yukon Cholak going down. And now the match is out of control with falls tied at 1 apiece. Match is out of control here in Chicago at the amphitheater, fans. This has been one of the great Hall of Fame classics. I'm Bob Luce. And we'll be back after this message.